Let tonight's story bring you gentle peace and ease into sleep. He and Whimsical, Euphorbia, in the glowing meadow. This story is about a kind-hearted boy named P and a wise owl named Euphorbia, who share a magical story of light in the glowing meadow. Once upon a time, in a serene village surrounded by endless meadows, lived a kind-hearted boy named P. Every evening, P would wander into the glowing meadow near his home, drawn by the ethereal beauty of the wildflowers that painted the landscape. Golden poppies swayed gracefully while delicate daisies dotted the fields like stars in the night sky. On the heart of the meadow stood an ancient oak tree. Its roots extended deep into earth, and its branches stretched high into the heavens, providing shelter for countless creatures. Among them was the wise owl named Euphorbia. Euphorbia was not just any owl. She was revered by every inhabitant of the meadow for her wisdom and stories of ancient times. Her feathers shimmered with a soft silver hue, and her eyes, deep and knowing, reflected the mysteries of the universe. One peaceful twilight, as the sun dipped below the horizon, P spotted Euphorbia perched upon the old oak. Curiosity twinkled in his eyes as he approached. "Good evening, Euphorbia," P greeted with a respectful bow. "Good evening, dear P. What brings you here at this hour?" Euphorbia's voice was melodic and calming. "I come to marvel at the beauty of the meadow, and to learn from the tales you share," P replied earnestly. Euphorbia nodded wisely, understanding the boy's thirst for knowledge. "Tonight, I shall tell you the story of the meadow's light." P sat cross-legged on the soft grass, his attention fully on Euphorbia. Long ago, this meadow was but a barren field. Lifeless and cold, she began. One day, a small seed carried by the wind fell into the soil. With time, it grew into a magnificent flower, glowing with an otherworldly light. It was said that this light had the power to heal and bring joy to all who beheld it. He listened, in rapture, as Euphorbia continued. Creatures from all corners of the land came to bask in the flower's glow. The meadow flourished, transforming into the vibrant, living tapestry you see today. And so, it is named the glowing meadow. As Euphorbia's story concluded, a gentle feeling of peace and hope filled P's heart. "Thank you, Euphorbia," P whispered, his eyes shining with gratitude. "You are always welcome, dear P. Remember, the beauty of the meadow mirrors the light we carry within ourselves," Euphorbia replied warmly. With a final nod, P turned to journey back home, the moon's soft light guiding his path. The meadow, now bathed in the serene glow of night, seemed even more magical. And so, P learned that every place, no matter how quiet or ordinary it may seem, holds its own unique story and beauty, just waiting to be discovered. A new gentle story is ready for you. Gazania and Kathlea's Delightful Surprise. This story is about the delightful surprises Gazania and her mouse friend Katlea create for each other, strengthening their bond and filling their lives with joy and warmth. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, lived a gentle young girl named Gazania, and her best friend, a clever mouse named Katlea. They shared a cozy cottage at the edge of the village, surrounded by blooming flowers and whispering trees. Gazania had golden hair that sparkled in the sunlight, and eyes as blue as the summer sky. Katlea, with her soft gray fur and twinkling eyes, was always ready for an adventure. One sunny afternoon, Gazania decided to surprise Katlea with a special present. She had been working on it secretly, stitching a tiny quilt with all the colors of the rainbow, perfect for Katlea's little bag. She hid it under her pillow, eagerly awaiting the evening. As dusk fell, Katlea scurried back from the fields, her whiskers twitching with curiosity. Gazania's eyes sparkled with excitement as she told Catleya to close her eyes. With a gentle flourish, she revealed the quill. Catleya's eyes widened with delight. She squeaked with joy and wrapped herself in the warm quilt, thanking Gazania with tiny hugs and happy squeaks. Feeling inspired, Catleya decided to surprise Gazania and River. She knew how much Gazania loved stargazing. While Gazania slept, Catleya gathered little twinkling stones and arranged them in the shape of constellations on the lawn. When Gazania awoke in the morning and stepped outside, she gasped in astonishment. There, glistening in the sunlight, were beautiful patterns of stars on the grass. It was a magical moment that they both cherished. From that day on, Gazania and Catleya continued to surprise each other in heartfelt ways, their bond growing stronger with each gesture of love and kindness. Their little cottage was always filled with laughter, joy, and the warmth of their friendship. Okay, now let's wander into a new tale. Blessings of Bluebell and Lotus. This story is about a girl named Bluebell and a panda named Lotus, who embark on a journey finding family and discovering the true essence of blessings. Bluebell lived in a small village surrounded by lush green forests and sparkling rivers. She was known for her kind heart and gentle spirit, always spreading joy among the village children and animals. One day, while wandering through the forest, she stumbled upon a panda who seemed lost and frightened. The panda's name was Lotus, with a thick soft fur and deep, soulful eyes. Bluebell extended her hand with a warm smile, and Lotus slowly approached, sensing her kindness. They quickly became inseparable, exploring the enchanting forest and playing by the riverside. Bluebell and Lotus shared many adventures, discovering hidden waterfalls and magical glades where flowers bloomed in all colors imaginable. One afternoon, as they rested under a towering oak tree, Bluebell noticed Lotus staring at the horizon, a look of longing in her eyes. "What is it, Lotus?" she asked softly. Lotus turned to her friend and explained that she missed her family, who lived far away in a distant bamboo forest. Her heart ached to see them again, but she didn't know the way. Determined to help, embarked on a journey with Lotus to find her family. They traveled over mountains and across vast meadows, their friendship growing stronger with each step. Along the way, they encountered various creatures who shared their knowledge and offered guidance. Despite the challenges, Bluebell remained optimistic, reminding Lotus that true blessings come from the love and support of those around us. Finally, after weeks of travel, they reached the edge of the bamboo forest. Lotus's eyes sparkled with tears of joy as she spotted her family waiting eagerly. Bluebell watched as Lotus reunited with her loved ones, feeling blessed to have been part of such a beautiful moment. As Bluebell prepared to leave, Lotus held her close. "You are my family too." Bluebell's heart swelled with happiness. She had not only found a friend, but had also realized the true essence of blessings. It was in the connections we make, the love we give and receive, and the kindness we show. Bluebell returned to her village, carrying the memories of her adventure and the love she had shared with Lotus. Every evening, she would tell the children stories of her journey, teaching them the true value of blessings and the importance of a kind heart. The village flourished with laughter and warmth, a testament to the bond between Bluebell and Lotus. And thus, the blessings of their friendship touched many lives, leaving an everlasting legacy. Now, let's continue with a peaceful story. Encantia and Petunia, a tale of persistence. This story is about the friendship between a woman and a dolphin, sidewalk with the power of persistence and mutual respect. Once upon a time, in a small seaside village, there lived a young woman named Kawaii. From a young age, Kawaii was enchanted by the ocean's vastness and its shimmering waves. One summer evening, as she walked alone on the beach, she heard a tender cry coming from the shoreline. Kawaii hurried toward the sound, only to find a small dolphin stranded on the sand. The dolphin's eyes glimmered with a mixture of fear and hope. "Hang on, little one. I'll help you," Kawaii whispered soothingly. She tirelessly pushed, dug, and poured water over the dolphin named Petunia to keep her cool. Hours passed, but Kawaii's determination never wavered. Just as dawn began to break, a larger wave came and helped them send Petunia back to the sea. Exhausted but happy, Kawaiii watched as Petunia swam and jumped joyfully back to her pond. They shared a moment of understanding and gratefulness through their eyes. From that day on, every time Kawaiii visited the beach, Petunia swam close to the shore to greet her. Their friendship grew, and Petunia would often perform flips and tricks, making Kawaiii laugh with delight. There was a deep bond forged by their persistence and mutual respect. On one stormy night, Kawaiii heard a frantic cry from the ocean. She recognized it was Petunia calling for help. Braving the raging storm, Kawaiii navigated the dark waters in her small boat. She found Petunia tangled in a fishing net, struggling to break free. Without hesitation, Kawaiii cut through the net, freeing her friend. Petunia rubbed her nose against Kawaii's cheek as a gesture of thankfulness, before disappearing into the now calm sea. After that night, their bond became even stronger. They had survived another ordeal together, proving once again that persistence and friendship can overcome any obstacle. The villagers would often marvel at the sight of Kawaiii sitting by the shore, talking to the waves, knowing that somewhere out there, her friend Petunia was listening. The end. Let peace be with you tonight. Good night.